We will be your MCs for tonight. Just a bit of housekeeping rules, just so everyone's aware, the toilets are to my right. We have the men's on the right side and the women's on the left side. And just so that we're all maintaining COVID safe.
Shubho Sandha. On behalf of BD Community Hub, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome you on this great occasion, the Golden Jubilee of Independence of Bangladesh. Hope you will be enjoying
فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمدا عبده ورسول الذي أرسل
Vasanang Vishaddang Vishabijang Nikhilo Bhayoharang Panchavaktang Trinetram Ong Basang Sijirnani Jathana Vihayo Navani Grinati Naroho Parani Jatha Sharirani No Vihayo Jirnani Sangjati Navani Dehi অর্থাৎ আমাদের দেহ যখন বৃদ্ধ
Thank you, Dr. Kunda, for your recitation and your gita. Please stand for the acknowledgement to country and remain standing for the Bangladeshi national anthem and the Australian national anthem performed by Sumaita Khan. My respects and acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, the Dharawal people, of past and present on which this meeting takes place. Now we will perform the Bangladesh national anthem and then the Australian national anthem.
আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ তোমার বাতাস আমার প্রাণে ও মায়া আমার প্রাণে বাজায় বাঁশি সোনার বাংলা আমি তো
অস্ট্রেলিয়া ব্যাপী মোর দ্যান 100,000 আমাদের মেলবোর্ন সিটিতে বাংলাদেশিরা আছে, আমাদের ব্রিসবেনে আছে, আমাদের পার্থে আছে, আমাদের সব জায়গাতে আছে। এবং আমরা জানি এইসব বাংলাদেশিরা, those Bangladeshi are very talented and they are contributing significant in this country, in this soil, although they just came with hands and mouth, but they brought their talent, intelligence when they fly from Dhaka, while they fly from Bangladesh. So,
distinguished guests, community leaders, ও আমার প্রিয় ভাই ও বোনেরা, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। গুড ইভিনিং, শুভ সন্ধ্যা। আমি এই প্রথমে এই সন্ধ্যায় বিডি হাব স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তী উপলক্ষে আয়োজিত মাসব্যাপী অনুষ্ঠানের আজকের শেষ দিন 27শে মার্চ গোল্ডেন জুবিলি অফ বাংলাদেশের প্রোগ্রামের সমাপ্তি দিনে এবং অ্যাওয়ার্ড সেরিমনি উপলক্ষে স্বাগত সকলকে ওয়েলকাম জানাচ্ছি। Ladies and gentlemen, BD Hub started not long ago.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's wonderful to be here today at the Golden Jubilee of Independence of Bangladesh, and I'm very pleased to extend my best wishes to the Bangladesh Australian community right across New South Wales, particularly here tonight as you celebrate the Golden Jubilee of Independence of Bangladesh. And I want to acknowledge, and I probably should have done this first, the number of VIPs in the room today. There are many, many members of Parliament, starting with your federal member of Parliament for Werriwa, and Stanley, who's here, of course. My good friend, my very good friend, Anilak Chanathon. Now, I don't know if Anilak...
Thank you all very much. I start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet tonight and pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. Can I also acknowledge the dignitaries, because it is very important in these sort of events to show just how wonderful your community is thought of by all of the special people who have come tonight. So Mr. Alam, the Consul General of Bangladesh, my parliamentary colleagues, Mark Khoury and Analak Shanthavon, Councillors, Deputy Mayor Mazhar Hadid, Sutherland's Councillor Kent John.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, can I thank Abul Saka for his generous invitation to allow me here. To all the dignitaries here, Anne Stanley, the member for Werriwa. I remember I once ran for Werriwa, but when you became the candidate, I realised you were far better than me, and I'm glad you've got the seat. Can I acknowledge my colleagues in council, Mazhar Hadid, Deputy Mayor, very close personal friend, Mazhar, and it's always good to come into your city and say good day. To Councillor Grease from Campbelltown, my other colleagues, and Mr. Khoury representing the Premier tonight. Can I firstly apologise? My partner is Melanie Gibbons. She's the member for Holsworthy. We've got 2 young girls, so only one of us is allowed out at any time.
For Werriwa, my friends. Mr. Analak Shanthavon MP, State Member for Macquarie Field. My colleagues, Ken Jones, George Grease.
Thank you, Mr. Mazhar Hadid, for your kind words. Before I continue, I do understand that we may have not had the opportunity to see one another over the last couple of months because of COVID, but we would really appreciate it if you could remain silent for the next portion of the event as we highlight some significant events in Bangladesh's history. I would now like to call upon Mr. Abul Saka, President of BD HuB Community Sydney, to say a few words about our Mukti Bahini, freedom fighters of Bangladesh. Thanks.
ধন্যবাদ। We know that যে independence আমরা পাইছি যাদের যুদ্ধের বিনিময়ে
Government force. On March 25th, 1971, the Pakistani army initiated Operation Searchlight in Dhaka to abolish any nationalistic movements that were taking place. On this day, it was announced by Pakistani political leaders that genocide would take place and 3 million Bangladeshi lives would be lost. It was during this operation that Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was arrested and taken to prison.
On the 26th of March, as a result of nationwide outrage, Bangladesh had declared independence and the Mukti Bahini community of freedom fighters was born. For 9 soul-wrenching months filled with battles, protests, and the death of innocent men, women, and children, Bangladesh came out victorious, and on the 16th of December, Pakistan surrendered their forces and were defeated. This officially marks the liberation of Bangladesh and what we call Victory Day.
We must pay special tribute to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. His persistence is what inspired the people of Bangladesh to continue fighting for independence. He is a champion of human rights and freedom and will always be remembered by our people and the rest of the world.
Assalamu alaikum, Shubha Sandha. Very good evening to you all. May I acknowledge the presence of Federal Member Anne Stanley, Member Analak Shanthavon, Member Mark Khoury, and other local government and state government representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really happy to see all these happy faces in front of me today who came here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Bangladesh, an auspicious occasion. These 50 years have been a long journey for us.
Look into his involvement at the University of Western Australia.
What the sound? Sound, please. Sound. Sound from there. Sound. Keep up with the sound system.
Sorry, we're just having a few technical difficulties, but it is a very interesting video, so please be patient with us.
Unfortunately, we are having a few technical difficulties with the audio, but on behalf of Dr. Chakma, could Abul and Abdul please receive his award?
Part of Bangladesh and also the centenary celebration of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. On this occasion, I pay my deepest respect to those who endured tormented 71, especially the people of Bangladesh, freedom fighters, Biranganas, and I acknowledge their sacrifice for the physical liberation of the territory of Bangladesh from the occupation forces of Pakistan. Respect and thankful to Bangladesh community for honoring me on this auspicious occasion. I success from
When I was handing over the memento to Dr. Rafiq, I was telling hello. When I was handing over this memento to Dr. Rafiq, I was telling that this is my honor to honor him. So I was actually honored when I honored him. He is the first emeritus professor in Australia of Bangladesh origin. And he has some intricate and very in-depth works on the liberation of Bangladesh and the migration and various legal issues. And he was the other day talking on international legal discourse. Dr. Amit Chakma,